Hello and welcome to an episode of Trains App, and today we're at a very windy and slightly cold York, situated on the East Coast Mainline, where you'll be seeing services from LNER, Transpennine Express, Northern and Cross Country. To kick things off, there's going to be a Transpennine Express service to Middlesbrough in the form of 185131. Here's H2215. That was trailing the LNER service that brought me in from Peterborough with the termination service here at York. As I was getting myself ready, a LNER service from Edinburgh Waverley to London King's Cross departed, worked by one of their 225 sets. There might be East Midlands trains making an appearance at some point today. We'll have to see. I apologise for any shaky camera work, but after spending a significant amount of time on a nice warm train, to stand outside until this is less than ideal. So once I've eventually sorted myself out, in theory, things should be back to how they should be. But until then, I think I'm going to be shivering all over the show. It definitely doesn't help with this wind. Between Peterborough and York, there's a speed restriction, and that's due to the high winds. So a lot of services are coming from Leeds and areas down south will be running slightly late, and I would hazard a guess that services from the north would also be experiencing similar issues, especially from the clearance of the line from here to Northallerton, I would imagine. And there's the wind. Oh god, it's nippy. There's plenty to tell about York Station, far too much for me to try and get into any sort of verbal sense, so I shall let the description below give you all the little juicy intel. So, let's see what shall turn up. Okay, the next service to arrive is going to be a cross-country service to Reading. It's worked by 221129. I'll get the times for you in just a moment. I've moved up to this end of the platform because the wind isn't as severe, primarily because I'm sort of partially shielded by a bit of everything. But coming in here is going to be 185101. They'll be working a Transpennine Express service to Scarborough. Once I've actually got myself sorted, I'll then get you all the times and everything else. I don't know if I said in my introduction you'd see services from Northern, but if I didn't, you'll see services from Northern. Okay, next part is going to be the 0935 cross-country service from Newcastle to Reading. All services are indeed running late due to the high winds. Okay, the next train to arrive is the late running 0935 LNER service to Edinburgh Waverley from London King's Cross. Worked by 911120. Is 82210. Is now going out is a Transpennine Express service to Liverpool Lime Street, worked by 185127. Alright then, the next train drive is going to be the 0948 cross-country service from Birmingham New Street to Newcastle. This is worked by 221140. The wind is playing absolute havoc with me. Getting blown out of my bleeding centre. Okay, and off to depot apparently is 220.002. That's actually working the 0945 cross-country service from Glasgow Central to Plymouth. I thought it was going to be a HST, but clearly not. Cross-country have other ideas. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be a Transpennine service to Manchester Airport, the form 185133. It's so much nicer in this end of the station. Under shelter, no wind. 150-120 for Northern. The scene's stabled here, along with former Great Western 150-130. Definitely the Northern one looks a tad sharper. And then if I bring your attention back around to myself, we see two Transpennine Express 68s, 68027 and 68023, and my God, do they look good. My first time ever seeing them, and wow, they look absolutely stunning. Then you've got two Northern 170s, former cross-country, you Burke. Former ScotRail 170s. On the rear is 174.75. The front couldn't possibly tell you, but what I probably will do is meander up to where the fences are installed up there, which will then give me clear line of sights for trains coming and going. I shall be able to get numbers. Yeah, so all being well, I think we'll be on to a winner. Alright then, I hear the noise of an LNER 225 worked by 92101 Flying Scotsman. This will be the 0955 LNER service to Edinburgh Waverley. Of course, as you can see the National Railway Museum just behind, with the balcony just above the coaches. And on the rear is H2206. Okay, and then this is all new, but very, very good. 174.73 is the other Northern Turbo Star situated there, and 68023 comes complete with nameplate of Achilles. And yeah, the more you look at them, my God, do they look incredible. 68s just seem to suit any and all designs, but the Transpennine has really come out well on there. They look stunning. Absolutely stunning. Okay, the next train to us is going to be the 0957 LNER HST service from Edinburgh Waverley to London King's Cross. Leading the way is 43309. On the rear is Deltic 50 43367. Okay, next parting is the late running, in theory this should be the late running 1002 Transpennine service to Newcastle. I heard noises. You're going to keep me in suspense? No, I heard noises and nothing came about of it. But either way, there should be a Transpennine service to Newcastle departing, and it should have gone a few minutes ago. Clearly not. But I can hear the 91 departing that will be propelling the 1006 LNER service from York to London King's Cross. I'll head back down there in a bit, as an East Midlands train service from St Pancras International is supposed to be making an appearance. You would hope it's a HST, but it will probably be a Meridian. So I've given it time. Has the Transpennine service decided to make an appearance? I'm going to go with no. Excellent. Well done. Okay, there goes the 1007 Grand Central service to Sunderland. Worked by one of their 180s. As incoming is the 1009 Transpennine Express service to Liverpool Lime Street. That is worked by 185 120. That is worked by 180 something something something. The 1002 to Newcastle is still sat at the station. Okay, the next train driver is going to be the 1012. I'll tell you what, I've not had a coffee, that's my excuse. It's the 1012 Grand Central service to London King's Cross, worked by 180 102. Okay, there goes 185 141 with the heavily delayed 1002 Transpennine Express service to Newcastle from Manchester Airport. Okay, and now departing with an almighty amount of noise. It's 150 130 and 150 120 with the delayed 1011 Northern service to Leeds. Okay, and after a brief march up here, we find 222018 has brought in the 1026 East Midlands train service from St Pancras International to York, and there is 158755, the Transpennine, Transpennine, yeah, it's Transpennine, it's Transpennine, no, sod it, River Trains Wales, nah, Greater Anglia, should we go Greater Anglia? Oh, tell you what, let's go one further, Merseyrail, yeah, why not, I'm having a mare. Tell you what, just don't listen to this with sound on, because you're just going to get endless waffle. Northern, that's what I want to say. Northern. Get it right. Jesus. That should be going to Sheffield, if memory serves, but if you check the times when the wind decides to actually stop hounding me. By the wind. And this is indeed running a service bound for Sheffield. Okay, the next train to grace us under the canopy is going to be the 1031 LNER service to London King's Cross. Leading the way is 82213. Of the rear is Leyden Races 91115. Okay, around in the bend now is going to be the 10:35 cross-country service to Reading. This is working a service from Newcastle, and at some stage it should be the 10:32 cross-country voyage service from Birmingham New Street to Glasgow Central. It was supposed to run from Bristol Temple Meads, but has started from Birmingham. Working this is 220.006. The rest of the film is going to be up this end of the station, as the wind down there is just far, far too strong. Okay, and to make an appearance now should be the 10:22. Yep, cross-country voyage service to Glasgow Central, worked by 220.013. And in the not too distant future, there will be a cross-country HST service. So I'm quite looking forward to that.
10:38.
Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 10:38 Transpennine Express service from Scarborough to Liverpool Lime Street. Worked by 185.105. And that service is absolutely solid. I commend him for ducking, but in all honesty, it's not a problem. I'll give him his due. He didn't actually realise what I was doing. He clocked on the last second, but yes, I wouldn't worry. At the end of the day, I'm filming in a public area. I try and avoid filming in the public where possible, because I know it can be a bit of a sensitive subject, but you know, it's just one of these things that happen. I know some people get really miffed when people walk in front of their films and everything else, but the way I see it, I'm filming in a public area. Inevitably, there's going to be scenarios where someone walks in front of me. And that chap, it was completely unintentional. He clocked it at the last minute, but you know, I commend him for trying to get a bit lower, but you know, I wouldn't worry. Okay, departing now is 185.108 with the 10:38 to Middlesbrough. As now coming in is a cross-country high-speed train service from Dundee to Plymouth. Leading the way is 43.304. This is working the slam door set. On the rear is 43.285. 10:45 service this will be. Thank you, station announcer. I had checked, but I completely forgot. Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be the 10:45 Transpennine Express service from Liverpool Lime Street to Scarborough, the number for which I shall get when she departs. The cannon departing is going to be the 10:45 Transpennine Express service to Scarborough. working it is 185148. Okay, the next train spot is going to be the heavily delayed 1036 LNER service to Edinburgh Waverley. Leading the way is 91109 Sir Bobby Robson. As mentioned before, a lot of services are being delayed due to emergency speed limits being put in place due to the high wind conditions between Newark, Northgate, Doncaster and York. Is 82220. Okay, the next train to arrive should be a terminating northern service from Leeds in the form of a 150 and a pacer. Oh, really? It's almost quite... Well, it's almost quite foreboding that the wind sort of picked up at that stage of proceedings. I thought I got away with not seeing one for at least this morning. I'm off to Leeds next, and that's just going to be full of the bleeding things. Ugh. Well, leading the way is 15113, and lo and behold, that is full to the rafters because no one wants to go on the oh, there's people on it. 142025 is sadly bringing up the rear in a sorry state. Thank Christ you're going in the next year or two. But as she comes in, I shall leave it there. Thank you all very much for watching. It is greatly appreciated. If you've liked what you see today, then please do like and subscribe. Feel free to do a comment. I do go back to them as and when I get the opportunity to. I would stay here much longer, but really, because of the wind conditions, it makes filming down the top end, my preferred filming area, near impossible. So I'm not really getting York to its fullest capabilities. What that does mean is that I will come back here later on in the year when the weather conditions have greatly improved and I can go to the other end of the station and capture York at its most finest. My next station is going to be Leeds. It's going to be a very similar scenario to this. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to stand somewhere where there's plenty of shelter. If there is, then there will be at least a 40-minute film coming out of Leeds. I have the intention to film at Doncaster as well, however, should wind conditions persist, I will unfortunately have to knock that one on the head and then go back to it at a later date. So, until next time, from me here to windy York, I shall see you all later. Take care, guys. Goodbye.